Good morning, friends. I'm Dr. Abu Samuel, physiotherapist, working in kasihospital from last 8 years, and I am having a work experience of 14 years in this physiotherapy field. And I am pursuing my MPT, and I did several certification course in myofascial relief, trigger point relief, and manipulation and spinal manipulations and all. So I would like to share my personal and my professional experience to you people, so that you people will get benefit out of that. So let's start with that. And the main, and also I will be explaining you regarding the back as a general idea, the back, the causes of back pain, and the symptoms of back pain, and the precautions that you can take to not get back pain, and the treatment part. So let's get started. So in my professional career, I have seen a lot of patients who is coming to the hospital with the back pain. Excuse me. So the 50% of the crowd, 50% of the patients will be from 25 to 45 years old. Why these people is getting such issues, that we have to see. I will be explaining you later. And the next 30% is from 45 plus, and the next is 10 to 25 years, that age group. Next 20% is from 10 to 25 years of age group. So let's see the major part, how the people, youngsters, nowadays the youngsters are getting back pain. Why they are getting back pain? Let me see the reason for that. Let me explain it. So normally the youngsters are living a sedentary life. They are back of their work. In Bangalore, a lot of people are IT professional people. They'll be sitting for long hours and they'll be working. Because of that, the activity level has been drastically reduced. They'll be living a very less activities, less exercise life. So they'll be working 8 to 10 or 12 hours in a day, and they'll be traveling 2 to 3 hours or minimum 2 hours because of the traffic. So they'll be straining their back of sitting and moving in the traffic, and they'll be having junk foods because they don't find time to prepare good food and eat. So because of all these reasons, and of course the stress from the office and the lack of sleep also will be the main reason of this back pain as well. Because when people are lying down, when they are lying down, the tissues will regenerate by itself, because tissue is having the body is having a healing process by itself in the rest time. So the people, some of the people in the busy schedule life, they don't get time to relax. So they'll be getting stressed out, and they will be straining their body, and at end of the 45 or plus, they'll be ending up in big issues. Not only the back issues, the full body stiffness, can't able to move around properly, all these issues will happen. So I'll show you some pictures, what all pictures you're supposed to sit. In the normal life, the people, they will be sitting in front of the computer in a lethargic manner. When they are really busy, they'll be peeping into the computer. So the posture will be changed. You can see here, the person has moved a little forward, the legs are bent, the head is moved forward. So this is not a proper sitting posture. The person has to sit in a proper way. The back should be straight, head should be straight, legs should be supported properly. Then the spine, the back, everything won't get straightened up. So yeah, when you are sitting for long hours, you have to try to take this set of sitting postures. Otherwise, your posture itself will get changed up. So next is like the next group is like 45 years plus. So the 30% of the back pain cases are coming from 45 years plus. So why they are getting back pain? Because when the age is increasing, the energy level from the body will reduce naturally, because that is what the natural process. We have to accept that. But if we are smart enough to track that, we can have a little more healthy life until we die. It's our talent. If we are talented enough to track our body in a better way by doing some minimal exercises daily, see, every day everyone will be brushing. So same like that, you have to do some exercises for your healthy life. Otherwise, you will be ending up with several issues. Not only this back pain, your health condition, the internal organs also will lose their capacity to work in a better way. So better to do little exercises every day. So when the people are getting little issues, just try to jump into the clinic or to the hospital, or to just know little more knowledge how to come out of that in a best way. Otherwise, people will be keep on neglecting. Some pain, hand pain or back pain, anything means people will neglect. Okay, I'm busy in my schedule. I can't go to the hospital. I can do something for myself. I'm supporting my family. Of course, you have to support your family, but if you are strong enough, you can support your family. If you're not strong, how you will support your family? It's not possible, right? So try to support yourself. Health is wealth. Health is the main thing you have to take forward. So if we are tracking our body in a better way, if we are crossing our 45, 50, 60 also, we can able to perform a healthy life, active life. Still we can do activities, still we can do work, everything will be perfect. And other age group is 10 to 25 years. That is 20% of the category, people coming to me like. So in that, what I felt is a lot of kids are carrying big, huge bags on their back, and they are going to the school. These big books they are using. Of course, it's good. Acquiring knowledge is really good, but it is too heavy for the kids to get it in a daily manner. So what will happen? They will bend themselves. I'll show a picture. Yeah, they will bend forward, and they will lift the weight. So what will happen? The forward flexion and the scapulas will be just move like this. So because of that, the children will be sitting in a little bend posture, kyphotic posture, little bit bend like this. So it will be adopted. It will be continued through their life if they are not advised, if they are not treated, or if you are not knowledge. If you are giving proper suggestions for proper posture corrections and proper advice for the young generation, new kids and studying kids, we can make a wonderful future. Otherwise, in the down the line, all the children will be sitting in a stooping posture, and they'll be ending up in back pain or some other health conditions. So we should sit straight all the time. That is the best thing. So that we have to teach the advice to the children and the other people. So next we can see that how this is happening for the software people. So the software people will be sitting for hours together. As I said before, hours together in front of the computer or in the desk. So what will happen? The muscle fibers will get tired up. It will get fatigued. So when the muscle fibers is getting fatigued up, the pressure will be going to the disc, the bones. The spinal bones will be there. The pressure will be going to the bones. When the pressure is going to the bones, the disc will get slightly compressed. So when the disc is getting compressed, what will happen? Strain to the disc will happen. So this is a normal routine will be happening. So if we are not just doing any exercises, what will happen? The muscle power will reduce, and a little muscle source will happen. Muscle tear will happen. When the muscle source tear is happening, at that moment, what can happen is the flexibility of the muscle fibers and the nearby fascias or soft tissues will be reduced. When the flexibility reduces, little bit stiff back the people will get, whoever is suffering. They will get a stiff back. They can't able to move around easily. They will be stiff. Their movements slowly will be switching to robotic movement. So at that point, what can happen means the spinal flexibility will reduce, and if this thing is keep happening, the compression will increase, and the compression will leads to disc bulge. This will be bulging out, and this will be going and touching the spine, the nerve root. When the nerve root compression or irritation is happening, the leg numbness or a pricking sensation or burning sensation or pain or heavy pain or the back pain, all the sort of issues will be coming to the concerned person. So before reaching to the bad level, irreversible level. It is irreversible. Sometimes, of course, we can reverse it with exercises. And some case, if is neglected really means it will go to the irreversible level, so that people can't come back to the normal flexible life. So the best thing is you have to do some basic exercise life, so that the age group of 25 to 45 people, or all the age group I'm telling, so especially because they will be working in front of the computer for long hours, so they can do some basic minimal exercises and they can come out of the problem easily, or not to get into problem. So in the office time, they can get up and move around here and there to do some basic exercise or something. They can come out of the problems or not get stuck with problems. So we can start with back. What is back? Back portion. So back is a complicated structure. It will be having bones, muscles, joints, discs, ligaments, myofascias, all the soft tissues combined together. The back is, and the main thing is it is the spinal cord is coming from the brain, and it is coming out, moving through this vertebrae. So it will be splitting, so that the entire body's nerve system and all the system will be getting controlled. So next is how this is getting some issue. Okay, so, and oh, sorry, one more thing. So, and this structure is built up of the spine and the pelvis. Next, all the core muscles are attached to the spine and the pelvis to perform the daily movements or daily activities. The core muscles are paraspinal muscles that will locate in the both sides of the spine, and transverse abdominis, and the sorry, in between little.
Doctor, meanwhile, one of our audience is asking, is surgery is must to get rid of back pain? Can therapy be an alternative of surgery?
In some cases, we can really help with the therapy. Because in the earliest stage, if we are giving physical therapy, if there is any discompression or anything, we have to give traction, or the facial tightness is that we have to do myofascial relief and all, and proper stretching and strengthening exercises will support the back, so that the surgery can be blocked or can be postponed. So definitely the physical therapy is a really good idea to look forward in the starting level of the back pain or the surgical management. So we were telling about the muscles, core muscles. So the core muscles are the paraspinal muscles, rectus abdominis, transverse abdominis, that will be our abdominal muscles, and our gluteal muscles, and quadriceps and hamstrings, that is our thigh muscles. So all together, all are attached to the this spine and the pelvis to perform the normal movements. If any of these muscle fibers are hurt, or any of these muscle fibers are getting tightness, what can happen? The tightness will tilt some movements to the spine or some movements to the pelvis, and it will irritate it will change the normal anatomical position from the back of the back. So the normal anatomical positions of the back is there. That will be deviated. When that is deviated, the muscles are not fit. The body is not designed in that way. So we have to release. We have to give stretching exercises, strengthening exercises in those cases. That will be the normal thing. When people are sitting, I'll tell you one example. When people are sitting for long hours in car or in bike or in a chair, their hamstring gradually will get tightened up. When the hamstring is getting tightened up, what can happen? The hamstring muscle will pull from backside, back thigh muscles, it will pull from the backside, and the pelvic tilt will happen. When the pelvic tilt is happening, the spine will lose their normal anatomical position. That and the people will get back pain. So when we are stretching this hamstring muscles and strengthening the other group of muscles, which one is weak in our body, we can avoid from such issues. So next we can go to the causes of the back pain. The main cause of the back pain is the acquired cause, I'll say. So that is because of our posture, lifting heavy weights, repetitively, so that our back muscles will get strained, and our muscle spasm, muscle cramp can happen, sprain to the ligaments can happen, then disc bulge, disc prolapse, or all these things will lead to back pain. And also the obesity is one of the cause of back pain, or lying down for long hours, or sitting for long hours, or standing for long hours in improper posture, that can lead to back pain. Or next, in some cases, for kidney cases also, people may get back pain, but in cancer cases also can feel some back pain. So the kidney and back pain, cancer cases and all, not treated by me. So at the earliest, when people are getting some back pain, or when they find some symptoms of the back pain, try to rule out what exactly is the problem is, exact problem, what it is, why the pain is happening to the people of those things. Or in some fracture to the back, or any trauma to the backside, it can lead to back pain. So, or kyphotic posture. Kyphotic posture means bending, stooping, bending the back towards the front side. I'll show you some pictures. This is kyphotic posture and scoliotic posture. When the spine posture is changing to one side, either side, the back pain can happen, because the normal anatomical position is changing off. This is kyphotic posture, the bending of the backbone towards front. So all these reasons are the main causes of back pain. Or when you travel for long hours, that also one of the main reasons. Or traveling in uneven surfaces. So these things can be blocked or can be manipulated by our own talent. It depends upon us. And next we can go with the symptoms of the back pain. The normal symptoms of the back pain is normally people will get some irritation in the back, or not uneasiness, or back pain like in some group of muscle fibers, or some lump kind thing we will feel when we touch and feel. That is when the muscle fibers are tightened up. That could be trigger points of facial tightness, all those things. And next can be like burning sensation in that area, or a burning sensation towards the leg, pricking sensation, pin and pricking sensation, or lagging of sensation. People won't feel sometimes the sensation. These all are the symptoms. So when the mild symptoms are happening, the people try to be aware that they have to reach the right place, or they have to Google it. Nowadays everyone is Googling a lot. They have to Google it, what is the exact reason. Or you can come to the hospital, Cochise Hospital, or any of the nearby hospital which one is nearby to you, and get the treatment done. Get the right right move to be taken in your life. Otherwise, what will happen? The small issue will be aggravated, ending up in big issues. So when people are finding some symptoms, make sure that find out the issue and solve the issue at the earliest. So next I would like to say about the precautions taken for the back pain. If you want a really healthy life, definitely you have to take some precautions. That is the main thing that will make us live in a happy way. So the main precautions, what we can say is the core muscle strengthening. So core muscles exercise, we have to do it. All some basic back stretching and strengthening exercises. That is really required. I can show you some back exercises. Some stretching. and strengthening exercises. These are also back stretching and strengthening exercises. So depends upon the patients, the exercise will vary. So that we have to decide. After seeing the patient only, we can decide which exercise will be apt for the patient. And so the people should sit in a very good ergonomic position. So that is like sitting posture or standing posture, whatever it is. They should sit and stand in the proper way. So I'll show you some standing posture. See, if somebody is just operating their laptop in a little bit bent posture, this will lead to back pain. The spine will get strained up and it will lead to back pain. And instead of that, have to stand straight. The spine should be straight and work for long hours. It will support you definitely because the muscle fibers are designed in that way. And next is in sitting in a sofa and just doing the laptop work. See, this is bending and doing is not really advisable. The sitting in a straight position with a leg support will be the best. And while we are lifting some heavy objects, we should not bend directly from the back region. We have to flex our legs, make our spine straight, and hold the object and make the object little more closer to our body and lift up. When the object is a little more closer to us, the gravitational force will be acting to the body will be less. So it will be easy for us to lift the object. And this posture also, we are not advisable. See, sitting in here, the thoracic level are getting strained up and the neck is also getting strained up. So instead of that, the person should sit in a straight ergonomic position. That'll be the best thing. And here also some of the photos. Curved back. So instead of curved back, and here full entire curved back, here curved back in this level, and the neck region is a little bit curved. So the straight position is always advisable. You can see in this posture also. Bending is not really good. Sit straight all the time while we are eating or while we are seeing movies or any time. When you are sitting, sit straight. That is the main thing we have to follow in our brain because it's our life. And shall I continue?
Yes, sir. Our audience have got a lot of information regarding back pain and their symptoms and precautions as you've described. So few of our audience are asking, have some questions. So one of the person has asked, like, I underwent pelvis fracture operation. I'm getting back pain while sitting for a long time. Whether physiotherapy will help reducing my pain?
Yes. Pelvis is a big bone, that is our hip bone, we'll say, hip region. It is attached to the spine. So when the fracture is happen, so the impact will be definitely happen to the soft tissues as well. That will be the gluteal muscles and all. So the fracture has been reunion by its own with rest, and down the line, what can happen? The muscle fibers, it also get damaged up in the accident time. So the rejoining time of the muscle fibers flexibility has been reduced. You can see any part in our body. We might have any scars. Just check your own scar. The scar tissues will have its own tightness. Scar tissues are not as flexible as a nearby soft tissues. It will have its own tightness. When the scar tissues is inside that we can't see, it doesn't mean that fibers, that pelvic fibers, the gluteal muscle fibers don't have its tightness. Definitely it is having its own tightness. So because of the tightness, the movement will get restricted. And the fracture time, the person, of course, they have to, they might have taken proper rest for a few months. So at that point, the activity level has been reduced for that concerned person. And when the activity level has reduced, the muscle power will reduce. The endurance of the muscle fibers will reduce. So it will lead to the stiffness of the muscle fibers, and lagging of the movements will happen in that moment. So definitely 100% physiotherapy will help for such cases. We will go with strengthening exercises, stretching exercises and all. Those things will definitely support. In some cases, facial tightness, myofascial tightness or trigger points also will be there in that point, that area. So we have to release those things. We have to treat with the pain relief management or healing management, then facial relief management or the trigger point relief or stretching and strengthening. If these things are continued, definitely I'm 100% sure that the person who just acts in the net, he won't get such issues in his later life. That is for sure.
Okay, so another question is bulging disc problem and pain. How it can be reduced through physiotherapy?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Bulging disc problem and pain.
And pain.
How it can be reduced? Whether physiotherapy will help?
Yes, there will be a vast chances of physiotherapy in this case, because this bulge, how it is happening, just imagine. It can be a reason of muscle fiber tightness, and if the muscle fiber tightness of the hamstring or the quads or in the back region muscle fiber tightness, what can happen means the muscle fibers will strain, it will contract, and it will strain the spine. When the spine is getting strained up for long hours or long days or long months, what will happen? The bone, the body itself will try to readjust if we are not correcting the stretch, the tightened fibers. So at that point, we have to see to the condition what exactly, which all muscle fibers are tightened up. In that, those muscle fibers has to be stretched. And in the sometimes because of this reason, the paraspinal muscles and the nearby fascias, myofascias and all will get tightened up as well. So the myofascial release has to be done, and the healing treatment like ultrasound therapy and IFT or cryotherapy or heat modalities should be given to relax the muscle fibers or to reduce the spasm. And in some cases we will, it depends upon the cases, please, and you have to understand that. In some cases we'll give traction as well. When we give the traction, the both the vertebrae will be getting apart and the disc space will increase. We'll be giving traction and the space will be re-achieved. So these things will definitely can help in this disc bulge condition. And of course, the person should continue the exercises, stretching and strengthening exercises, and they have to do the do's and don'ts. So they should not bend directly, and do's and don'ts will be there. That are all we will be teaching. They should not bend directly, should not lift heavy weights. I was telling you about the precautions, right? Like that, the patient should take care of themselves. Then the problem will be solved for sure. There is no doubt in that.
Okay, another viewer wants to know, like, does physiotherapy helps controlling my back pain after sitting for 8 hours in front of office system?
Definitely, 100%. I'm not telling 100%. I'm telling 1,000%, because the fact is, a person is sitting in front of the computer for 8 hours means their back activity will be really reduced and their exercise activity are really reduced. So because of that, just before I had explained you regarding this, sitting for a long hours, it will make the hamstring muscle tighten up, or back muscle will get strained up, and muscle sore can happen. All those things I had said a little time before. So again, I will be giving you an idea. So you have to go with, we have to find whether there is any tightened muscle fibers are there in your body, or tightened fascias, myofascias or trigger points are there. If those things are there, we have to release it, that trigger point relief, myofascial relief and all those things we have to gauge, and we will be giving the treatment with our own hand, and the healing part also we will take care. And afterwards, you have to do some stretching and strengthening exercise. I will be teaching them in the when you are down to the physiotherapist. All the physiotherapists will be aware of the stretching and strengthening exercise of the back. So that the physiotherapy will 100% support your back, though you are working for 12 hours or 13 hours also. I'm sure, because if the muscle fibers is strong enough, means it can do for more hours. You see, gym going people, they can lift 100 kg weight very easily. They might be a normal guy like me. I don't have that much muscles, but those people will have this much big muscles. They can able to lift 100 kg very easily. So the difference makes according to the muscle power and the endurance.
Another viewer wants to know, like, he's from basically a driving field.
Okay.
So he's getting heavy pain and shoulder pain, back pain and shoulder pain.
Okay.
So what is the exact solution for this?
Back pain and shoulder pain. Okay. So a person is driving for long hours means normally, obviously, they will be getting shoulder pain because their shoulder muscles are using, and they will get scapular pain, upper back pain or neck pain. So, and as well the lower back also. So the upper back, the scapular region will get pain as well. That I have seen in my career. So what the thing they have to do is when they are driving for long hours, they have to take little break in between, and they have to relax themselves, or I can teach some exercises, you see, to strengthen their muscle fibers, and so they can lift up their back, and they can press back and pressing back on the wall. This wall is there, means you can press, lean back on the wall and strengthen your entire back muscles, including your neck and all the muscles. So those basic exercises will increase the power of the muscle fibers, increase the blood supply towards those regions. So definitely those things will be really good, and stretching exercise also. And next thing is those people will be sitting for long hours, as we said in IT field. So what they have to do is they have to definitely do some stretching and strengthening exercise, core strengthening and core stretching exercises they have to do. Otherwise, their hamstring in time field, their hamstrings, back thigh muscles will get tightened up very easily. So that is the thing.
Okay. Another viewer wants to know, like, could stress be a contributing factor in back pain?
Definitely. When stress is more, our body enzymes will be positive vibe, enzymes won't be there, little bit negative vibe, enzymes will be there. Those things will increase the back pain. It will aggravate the back pain for sure. That is for sure. So when stress is coming, forget about that. What we have to do, we have to do it. So somebody is giving us stress means don't bother. Of course, you have to take care of that work. But when you are stressed up, you can perform yourself as you are. Stress, you have to forget it, and you have to act smart according to the situation than taking stress. Be relaxed, do best.
Okay. Another viewer is asking, after bike accident, I'm getting back pain on regular bike rides.
Oh.
Whether physiotherapy reduces or fixing the issue will help.
Good question. So starting physiotherapy is a combination of some advice and some treatment and exercises. Okay, the fixing the definitely in Bangalore or any metropolitan city, people will prefer two-wheelers to move around, of course. So in that point, a person will feel little bit difficulty of cutting down the two-wheeler. So, but in the starting stage, in the during the treatment time, definitely try to avoid two-wheeler because we'll be trying to heal up the issue. Heal up the, you see, if the person is having pain, means definitely some issue is there. Keep that in your mind. If you're having pain in any part of our body, let it be your wrist or your back, your thigh, your leg, or any part of your body, if there is mild pain or mild irritation, be smart enough to solve that first. Okay, so when there is any back pain in that concerned person, the viewer, so what will happen means, so the person will be neglecting that and moving around. That is not a solution. Of course, he have to earn for his bread and butter, but doesn't mean that you have to you should not take care of your health. Definitely you have to take care of your health first, then the earning of the bread and butter. So in that case, what physiotherapy can do is definitely we'll be seeing to the condition which all muscle fibers or fascias or ligaments or are having the issue. We'll be treated to that. After treatment, we'll advise the patient to go with stretching and strengthening exercise for longer duration for his wonderful life. If health is there, no issues will come to their life. The activeness, the cheering, that energy will be there for the person. Otherwise, stiff spine, the person will be moving like robotic like. They will be, it will definitely affect their career as well. When any back pain or anything means, they will be annoyed, they will be irritated, they'll get irritated very soon, and that can worsen his professional career as well. So if there is any pain, try to solve that at the earliest.
For spondylolisthesis problem, physiotherapy is recommended?
Is, of course, up to certain level, definitely physiotherapy will be supporting. So it is it's a disc issue. When the disc is having such issue, what we can do is we'll be going with healing treatment, that is ultrasound therapy or IFT or heat or cold therapy, or soft tissue manipulations there. So in that we have to do with in skilled hands. So soft tissue manipulations we'll be doing. When we are doing the soft tissue manipulations, the adhesion formation, the waste products or the swelling or the healing process, the lagging of the blood supply to that part will reduce. So the blood supply, everything is lagging, all the issues will be reduced and the blood supply will be increasing. When the blood supply is increasing to any damaged tissues, the healing process will be faster. When the healing process is faster, how? In the blood, only protein, minerals, vitamins, all the things, is oxygen, all the adequate things for the healing process is there. So we have to increase the blood supply, we have to increase the flexibility, and we have to increase the power. All these things that we are providing the right manner in the right time, definitely things can change. Nothing is impossible. But surgery also is another thing. But if we can't, the conservative management treatment can't solve the issue, you can definitely go with the surgery or some other things. That is a different, that's not my field. And I would like to say some of the treatment what we are practicing in our kasihospital. We will be doing soft tissue manipulations. Normally in back pain cases, soft tissue manipulations in the sense like when the patients, first we will be analyzing with the study of the case is the main thing. So the second, then we will, I'm telling you the treatment part. So the treatment we'll be doing the soft tissue manipulations with our hand. We'll be seeing how much tighten the fibers are, or the soft tissues are, or the disc levels are. So we'll be doing the soft tissue manipulations. Next, we'll be going with soft tissue healing, like with the ultrasound therapy or IFT or cryo or heat therapy. We'll be doing soft tissue healing. So depends upon the cases, it will be vary. And in case if there is a disc bulge or any disc issue, we'll be seeing to the traction and all. We'll be giving the traction treatment as well, according to the need. And if there is any nerve compression and all, means the tingling sensation, everything will be there. So at that time we will be giving the TENS and all. So the main thing is we will be treating to the root cause. We are not trying to substitute the pain or anything. The physiotherapy treatment will be treated to the root cause. Where is the cause? What is the reason for the pain? So we'll be hunting the problem and we'll be treating exactly to that part. So that part will be treated correctly, means the problem will be vanished forever. That's the main thing. The problem should vanish forever. That's the main thing we are looking forward. So in some cases, what can happen is people are telling that they don't have time to do the exercises. It's not the thing. It's not the thing, because you have to do the exercise. Then only you can have a healthy life. Otherwise, when you reach 40s, you will act like 60s. When you reach 40s or 45, your flexibility, your energy level, the endurance level, your activity level, it should be sporty, it should be energetic. Otherwise, what will happen? Your power will deteriorate day by day. That you people sometimes can't able to feel that in the busy schedule. So healthy life is really required if you are doing it active, that means exercise life. So I will suggest all my any more questions?
Yeah, questions will be coming, sir, because there are a lot of people who are liking our session, it seems.
Okay, thank you.
So I guess later on also you can reply in personal messages, or you can comment here.
Yes, definitely. So my viewers, because of the timing lag, we are trying to wind up the session, and the questions will be answered by me personally, and don't worry about that. And we'll be keep uploading some of the health support things in our website, Kochi's hospital website. And do exercise, be happy, be positive. Positive attitudes will make you really healthy, feel joyful for your life. So I'm really suggesting all of my viewers that you have to do some activities, some exercises to protect your life, your family, your future, and move with a positive attitude. Don't think things in a negative way. If somebody is your boss is telling you to do some job, don't take it as a stress. As before, some of our viewers asked me a question. Don't take it as a stress. Okay, this is my role that I have to do today. So let me do my work in the best way. So do it in that way, in a positive spirit. The positive spirit will regenerate us. It will give an awesome energy. That energy will lead you to work for long hours after without getting fatigued. So do those things. That positive vibe, the positive enzymes will lead a happy life and happy thoughts. And be happy, stay blessed. God bless. Bye bye.